Hello everyone, Ogu Emmanuel is my name. If you are new in this channel, you are highly welcomed. A special thanks to all my returning subscribers. What is taboo in Igbo land? It is something banned, something not accepted, or something that should not be mentioned because it is an inhibition that results from social customs, So it is believed that taboo is sacred and should not be tampered with. So some examples of taboos in Igbo land is what we are going to discuss in this exciting and eye-opening video called Top 10 Taboos in Igbo land after this intro. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like on my Facebook page, ring the notification bell, comment on this video, and do not forget to share. Share this video to all, to friends, to relatives, to all your loved ones. It also helps the algorithms. So, the first one is Eke Market Day Prohibitions. In Igbo land, there are 4 major market days, which is Eke, Orie or Oye, Afo, and Nkwo. Based on the market day, people do take whatever available they feel like purchasing or selling to a specific, there's a particular place assigned to almost everyone in the community. Every members of the community as a kind of their space in the market, specifically for that market day. So buyers and sellers knew where to go for a particular kind of business. So they know where to head to for their transactions for that particular day. So each market day has its own meaning, significance, and spirituality according to the dictates of our ancestors. For instance, in Igbo land, Eke Market Day has this ancestral connection. Nobody is expected to go to the farm or to do other work on that particular day. So there are usually no marital transactions on that very day. You can't say you are going to marry any woman or going to carry a kind of wine or whatever that looks like that. So it is not done in Igbo land. So on that Eke Day, it is usually time for people to go all their buying and selling transactions and then finally returns home returns home to rest and to prepare for the next farming day, probably with other little activities that they would like to maybe complete before the day runs out. So the second one is the one I called Chicken Must Not Crow, or Cock Must Not Crow in the night. So back in the days in Igbo land, it is a taboo for a cock to crow at night. It's unheard of, So if the cock crows, that particular cock or chicken must be given a serious rush. I mean a serious rush. It must be, it must be apprehended by all means possible, buyed and eaten with immediate effect. So it is a taboo for cock to crow in the night in Igbo land. It is not done. So the third one is one I call giving and receiving things or gifts in odd numbers. In Igbo land, it is a taboo to give or receive any items or item in an odd numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. So it is expected that any gift or presentation to an Igbo man or Igbo person must be in pairs. It must be either 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. So if the items comes in odd, if it happens to come in odd numbers as a gift or present, it is usually thrown away. The reason for this is that the Igbo believe that anything that is two in number represents the breast of their mother, and secondly, that it represents multiplicity, multiplication of blessings of an Igbo man. So they have this in the back of their mind, that anything that is double means blessing. So the fourth one is the one I call plantain, or maybe banana. So this is the strong belief. There is this strong belief in Igbo land that 2 fingers of plantain or banana is a bad omen in Igbo land. So when one is about to share or separate them, the person must have to put it at, behind his back. This is where you're going to place it before you share the thing and bring it out, So he put it as his back so that he cannot see the separation, since it is a bad omen to see the separation. So if not, the Igbo believe that the person will give birth to malfunctioned person or child, conjoined or Siamese twins, something of that nature. A baby that is not okay. That's just a baby that is not okay. So that's the belief of the Igbo. So it's a common belief that people must avoid separating something like plantain or banana in maybe in a manner that is not like that used in Igbo land. So to avoid complications like this in Igbo land, you are advised not to separate or divide plantain or banana that is 2 without doing it at your back or your behind. So the 5th one is the one I called using the left hand. It's the one I call using the left hand. Even from the prehistoric times in Igbo land, it is seen as a taboo for any child to be found using left hand. The customs and traditions of the Igbo frowns at anyone giving or taking anything with left hand. The Igbos don't tolerate it at all. It's not part of our lives, So that is why a typical Igbo family will do their best to stop any member of their family from using their left hands to eat or to write. So these days, a lot of people have become traditionally careless and are no longer observing this belief due to this secret fight for personal independence and freedom, something of that nature. I know my rights, I know my rights. So it's a taboo in Igbo land to allow any child using left hand to eat or write or to do anything. It is not condoned. So the 6th one is the one I called committing adultery. In Igbo land, fornication is not much frowned upon, meaning that it is not much of consequence, despite the fact that the elders forbids the youths to engage in premarital fiki-faka. It is even much worse if a married woman engages in adultery. The gods and the elders of the land forbids that. It is believed that a woman can become mad for committing adultery, and if it happens, the husband will no longer eat any food prepared by the woman if he has any reason to believe his wife cheated on him, or he will make himself a partaker of her punishment from the gods of the land. So please avoid tampering with people's wives, or you face the music. It's a kind of baggage that comes with this kind of crime. Be very careful. So the 7th one is the one I called unblessed marital union. It is a taboo in Igbo land for a woman to live with a man who have not carried out any marital process or rite on her head, or at least an official introduction and a wine carrying rite to the woman's family, just to officiate the union, or without the approval of both parents. It is not done. It's not supported. You will not have any respect. Both the man and the woman. So any complete hardworking Igbo man will be proud, happy to go pay the dowry or the bride price of his wife. He invites people, friends, well-wishers, before or shortly after starting to live together as husband and wife. If not, the man will lose his respect amongst his kinsmen, and likewise the woman. Your case will be a kind of see-finish case. Nobody will regard you as anything. So there is also this belief in Igbo land that if the marriage did not receive any blessing from the parents, then the possibility of sickness, poverty, untimely death, and retrogression will not be too far from the couple. So in Igbo land, it is a taboo for an Igbo man to take in somebody's daughter inside his house without first proceeding for her marital rights, because undergoing this marital rights is believed comes with a lot of blessings for the couple. That is the belief of Igbo man. Number 8 is what I call, refusing to greet elders on Diche in Igbo land. It is fast becoming a trend in Igbo land these days to see our youngsters foolishly walk past an elderly one or group of elders without any care or greetings. Lack of manners amongst all these badly brought up younger people, sometimes it is as a result of the kind of training they received at home, or a sudden newfound status and the influence of, sometimes, how do I call it, wealth, that makes some people not to know how to respect themselves and others in the society. So some of our young ones today are suffering from different kinds of spells and curses from the elders because they refuse to do what they're supposed to do. So they are being casted upon. They cast spells upon them for refusing to show respect for the elders. In Igbo land, it is a taboo for someone to walk past an elder or group of elders without showing respect by greeting them. Then in response, they will wish you well and bid you safe journey. That's a kind of blessing from the elders. So the ninth one is the one I call giving up seats for the elders. It is a sin in the past to neglect this home training of giving or showing respect to our elders, no matter what. So, but from the look of things these days, it seems the era of respect for our elders are fast gone, and it is no longer fashionable. The children of these days have almost turned everything upside down, and it is not helping the Igbo land. If not, how could you imagine a situation where a younger person in the community finds it very difficult to offer his seat for an elderly person? You go to see your senior brother, you go to see your uncle, you go to see your papa, you go still sit down on that chair without sitting up for that person to sit, at least to show sign of respect. So these days, it is even the younger ones who are expecting their elders and seniors to stand up from the chair for them. Maybe the person thinks he has a lot of money or connection. So you, the elder, are supposed to sit up from the chair for him or her. So maybe sometimes lack of home training, bad company, sudden, quick, stupid wealth can be the major part of the reason the younger ones are now, they're now throwing caution to the wind without any care. So this attitude is not good. The Igbo are not known for showing disrespect to the elders. In fact, they do respect the elders and honor them. So the 10th and the final one is the one I called doing bad to the in-laws. In Igbo land, doing any kind of bad or evil thing to this set of people is considered a taboo. Husbands and children born to the daughters and the sisters in Igbo land are treasured. And no form of evil doings must be accepted against them or the family. So it's not done. So husbands and the children of the daughters of the land, or do I call them nwa? Some do call them nwa, some call them wadiala. You know, they are automatic members of the family. They share equal rights with other members of the family. In many cases, they are given areas to build for their remembrance. You know, called, somebody called it, I say it's in-laws mark, something of that nature. So finally, as an Igbo person, committing any of these taboos will earn you the wrath of the elders and that of the gods of the land. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like on my Facebook page, ring the notification bell, comment on this video, and do not forget to share this video. It helps the algorithm. Bye bye.